Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to DADBEAR DIY and a DADBEAR Downtime series. The Getting Started in Space Engineers 2023 PC Edition Learning to Survive tutorial series. If you were with us for our last video, you're probably looking at this and going, wait a minute, this is not where we left off. And you're right. A couple things while we were away. At the time we left the remote control task block, we did not have any new tasks showing. Wasn't even sure if we had any more tasks to do. So I went ahead, off camera, I flew back to near our original starting spot, and new tasks did appear. But before moving on to those, I decided to go ahead and do something about our growing small fleet of ships that we were having to kind of add on to the pod as we were flying around. I decided I didn't like that, so I went ahead and moved all of the small ships to various points, stations, or beacon areas that we had been at before. And then I made, of course, a small change to the connector system because we didn't have those small ships with us anymore. So that's why the ship looks different. From there, I just flew to our next task set, which is where we're at now, and we're going to pick up from there. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I hope you like it. If you enjoy the video, get that thumbs up button a click there, and do us a favor, hit that subscribe and notification bell so that you can be informed anytime we get new stuff out, which has been pretty steady lately. We also have some other stuff on the DADBEAR DIY channel that you might be interested in. So check those videos out. We'd love to have you leave a like and leave comments. Love to get comments. I appreciate those. Any questions, recommendations, things you see that don't make sense or that you think can be done better, I'd love to hear it. So I'll let you guys get started with the video. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll talk with you soon. Let's get going. We are going to start our next task, which has us parked in front of this disabled ship. So take a quick look at this ship. Large grid. It's got a couple doors on it. Got an air vent. Ion engines. And that right there is our jump drive. And that is what is damaged. That's why it's smoking. It's on fire. It's not a bad, it's not a bad little ship. That's some capability right there if you have a jump drive on a small ship. This looks like this is almost a shuttle. Got a driving seat, some passenger seats, storage compartment, and a jump drive. That is it. So this is a long-range shuttle or transport. So before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and drop this stuff that I have in my inventory. So we'll start this task and see what we got going on. This looks like an old exploration ship. It's equipped with a jump drive. Jump drives are used to transport ships over great distances. Find a way to repair the jump drive. And that is our task, repair the jump drive. Well, at least the power cells are still intact. Superconductors. These are a very difficult item to deal with. Superconductors are only produced with, I want to say it's gold. We'll take a look here in a minute and figure that out. But they're expensive, and jump drives contain a lot of them, as you can see. It requires 1,000 superconductors to make a jump drive, and we have some damage here. So we're going to right click on this. And as we've learned in our previous videos, we're going to check our small container. I'm going to use that. There's two other components. Oh, that filled 212, that filled our inventory, so we would not be able to carry all that. I also just want to make sure I don't have anything else. I do. I guess a gyroscope and the build planner too. That's keeping us from pulling some stuff. Come back in. Little middle click. And that's going to be everything there. Okay. They can only be activated from a cockpit toolbar. Enter the control station, activate the jump drive. Remain seated while the jump drive powers up. So we're going to perform a jump. And you can see on our toolbar here, on our number 1 button, you have jump drive. And the command comes after that. So the command to jump comes from this. You can only activate this from the toolbar. You cannot go into your control panel. If you select jump drive, you'll notice there is no command here to jump. Hidden base location. That's interesting. Curious where that is. I don't remember putting that in there. In fact, we can look. Oh, there is a hidden base location. Where is this? I guess I missed this. I bet. Sorry guys, I don't mean to get distracted here. Let me take a quick look. Oh, 14.8 kilometers away. Okay, so we now have that. Okay, so we're gonna do a jump, and when you set up your jump drive, you can do it a few different ways. You can choose to jump to a waypoint, and you can select that from one of these here. Okay, whatever. You can also jump to a beacon. So these are nearby beacons. Okay. If you just want to do a blind jump, which if you look here, if you don't have anything selected, your GPS coordinates are going to be a blind jump. That means you're just jumping so many kilometers directly forward. Okay, and that's what we're going to do. And you select that distance by using the slide rule. And we're just going to do a 5-kilometer jump, which will satisfy our task. Some of the other controls you have here are recharge, on or off. This is something you may want to turn off if you are in a power deficient state, because jump drives will drain your batteries extremely fast. Okay, so we're going to turn this off because once we make this jump, I do not want it to start recharging. I really don't know what we've got here. We've got, let's unhide. We got batteries. Do we have any? We do not have a reactor. Reactors are the best as far as when it comes to fueling a jump drive because they are so power hungry. So I'm going to turn recharge off, and we're going to make this jump just very quickly here. We'll hit 1. You have to be in your seat. If you or one of your if you're co-oping with somebody, if they're not in their seat, when the ship goes to jump, it will kill them. So this will tell you, okay, so you're doing a blind jump, the approximate distance to the proximity of the coordinate. You know, say you want to jump farther than you have the ability to do. It will tell you the achievable percentage of the jump. Since we're doing a short one, it's easily going to be 100%. Weight of the transported mass. This is what affects your achievable percentage. And then how many jump drives you have and how many crew members are seated among all of the available crew members. The more jump drives you have, the farther you can jump. When you select, unless you have an extra jump drive turned off, power off, it will use however many jump drives are available. So say you want to have an emergency jump drive for a quick escape, and you have 2 jump drives. The one you want to keep as an emergency, you want to turn that one off before you jump with the other one. Okay. Okay, so we're going to perform a jump. Okay, so now we have moved 5 kilometers away, and the red color on your jump drive here at the bottom of the screen is an indication that it is not recharging. It's empty. If we go and we look real quick at our jump drive, you'll see that we are, well, we didn't, I feel bad, since we didn't use that much, we could actually still use it. It's not recharging though. We still have a lot of stored power, so we could make another jump. From here, there's the hidden base location. We do not have... What I need to do is I actually need to go back this direction. There's our ship. Okay. Our ship is just to the left of those crosshairs. We're going to go back and we're going to connect it up to here, and we're going to carry it along because our next task is to find that hidden base, and I don't want to get too far away from our respawn pod. So we'll set up our bar real quick. And let's head back to our ship. We're going to figure out a way to connect these two together, and then we'll make the jump to the hidden base. And I want you to pay attention to how the change in mass. When we go to make the jump, it's going to show, it should be a change in mass as well as percentage of the jump it should still be 100%, but we'll see if there's any change that indicates that the increased mass is going to keep us from going a further distance. Okay, so before we get started here, what I would like to do is I'm going to make a GPS waypoint, and it's just going to be a basic new current position, and it's going to be the reason I'm doing this is because the beacon set for our next task is 8.66 kilometers away, and that's projectors. That beacon is only set for 10 kilometers, and once we leave or we get further away than 10 kilometers from that, it will disappear. And since our hidden base location is 15 kilometers away from here, I don't want to lose track of
the projector task set. So that's all I'm just doing. I just want to make sure we're going to be able to come back and find that. Now my plan for kind of connecting our ships together here is we're not going to do a permanent connection. We're going to do a temporary connection, and I'm going to use a mag plate to do that, which is similar to a landing gear. Operates the same way, it just looks different. It's a lower profile. And I'm going to do that by connecting, and I was going to do it here. I was going to do it at the top of this connector, or conveyor junction. I have to keep in mind, though, that the ion thrusters, you know what, not a concern, because we're going to turn these off, because otherwise they'll fight our movement. So I'm going to leave them on to keep the ship from moving. But we're going to hit 9, and this is a large magnetic plate. We're not going to be using that. We're going to be using a regular magnetic plate. And we're just going to stick this on the bottom of the ship, and then we're going to stick together. We'll stick them together, and we'll carry our get rid of that. And then we'll tow the respawn pod with us. So I'm going to place this right here. We're going to weld that up. I'm going to quickly go inside. I'm going to place this on our toolbar. That's going to be a switch lock, much like it would be the other. I'm also going to take that and make sure that use for parking is turned off. And then we're going to try to line up as best we can. We don't want to cook our river. Drop down. Okay. We are locked. We're pretty much in the middle. That's pretty good. Now, before we go, we need to go turn off the thrusters on our respawn pod. And that's because they are going to try to fight the movement because we have dampeners on. So I can either turn them off by hitting number 3, or I can leave them on and I can hit Z to turn our dampeners off. But we're going to leave them on for right now because we've turned the engines off. It's not going to fight us. And now we are going to make our jump to the hidden base location. I need to change our jump drive to the hidden base location. Boy, sorry about that, guys. Hidden base location, we're going to hit select. Now you can see that now we are going to that. The jump drive needs a full charge. Okay, so we are going to find out, or we're going to see, needs a full charge. So we're going to turn recharge on. See, now the weight of our transported mass is significantly higher. Okay? It's more than twice what it was, because we're carrying another ship with us. Achievable percentage of the jump. They've detected an obstacle, so they're going to put it just shy of that. We'll see what that obstacle is. Okay, so they've pulled us out of the jump about 1 kilometer away from the hidden base. I should bring up that both times that we've jumped so far, we were stationary at the time of jump. If you are moving at the time you make the jump, you will exit the jump at the same speed and direction, moving in the same direction. So the same vector, just as a heads up. That's a pretty decent sized meteor there. See some stuff sticking off the side too. So let's see what we have here. We're going to turn off our reverse thrusters. We're going to cruise in slowly. It's taking a lot longer to accelerate with this extra weight. We're not that far away though, so So the obstacle that it detected was the asteroid itself. Turn on our reverse thrust. Okay. Now we're going to go out. Do a quick look at the station here. This is actually a pretty good job of getting the entire station inside. Hey, there you go. Okay, so we completed the task. Fasten your seatbelt. Don't get out of your seat while jumping or you will be left behind. That's true. And if you're inside the ship, it will kill you. If you're outside, you'll just get left behind. So that would appear to be our task set. So let's take a quick look at this hidden base while we're here. See what we have on board. We'll make sure that we have a waypoint set for it. It is, if you look down at the bottom of our corner where our hand is, if I remove my hand, you can see that we have no oxygen in this void. It is cold, and it is important to remind you guys that voxels, the ground that you see, is not airtight. So a void inside of an asteroid like this is not airtight, even though we have a door here closing it off. It's not airtight. So let's go down and see what we've got here. Small base. Oh, we have an oxygen generator. We have an O2, H2 generator. Sorry, this is an oxygen farm, not a generator. Storage compartment. Let's see what we got. Nothing. We do have some ice here. We have a couple bottles. Nice. Hydrogen engine. Gravity generator. Gonna turn on the spotlight. Turn it off. Door toggle block on and off. Okay, so this door is off right now. You can see the red lights. I guess if we hit this, it turns it on. Yes, okay, so it's on. Close that, open that back up. Oh, we have a small living space. It's not airtight. There's a vent that I just turned off. So we got here. Air vent, depressurize on and off. Cabin lights. Shutters. Yeah, they've used doors to simulate blast shutters. That's kind of neat. Let's see if this room will pressurize. No, that is off. So let's see if we turn that on. Depressurize. Let's see if it will pressurize now. Ah, it will. Okay, we do have an airtight space. That means that there is a block below that ground there. This entire space has blocks all the way through the rock and everything. So that's pretty neat. So this is like a little habitat. Space. Hidden habitat. Plenty of batteries. Not bad. Do we have a beacon here? I'm curious. We have the antenna. No beacon though. Okay, so we can do this a couple different ways. We can either turn the power on the antenna up so that it broadcasts far enough back to our original task points to be able to see it from there, or we can just leave it GPS, which is probably the best way to do this. But I'm going to do it out here. And let's see. We're going to, this is the waypoint that we currently have. We're actually going to move it. We're going to hit base location. We're going to copy this. All right, we're going to delete this. We're going to move out a little ways. Just realized something that doesn't make sense. But we're going to, oh, we have mining transport and a commercial freighter. Oh goodness, I'm so tempted to go after that commercial freighter, but we don't need to. We don't need to. That's not what we're here for. Let's go ahead and make a GPS. It's going to be new for current position. We're going to rename this hidden base location. And I'm going to, yep, we're going to leave it just like that. Now, something I'm curious about. This appears to be smoking like it's on fire, but we know it's not. It's fixed. So I'm not sure why it's smoking like that. But to double check, I'm going to get on here and take a look and make sure that we don't have anything else damaged inside the ship. We have oxygen. Do we have a vent? We do. Oh, okay, great. Quick. We're gonna, all of our hidden stuff, we're going to show that. And we don't have anything showing incomplete, which means that nothing's damaged. So it's just kind of a glitch in the game right now. Nothing crazy. It's not going to hurt us. But I just wanted to make sure we didn't have something else broken. Okay, so from here, we do not have any, and this is why I wanted to leave a waypoint for us to get back to so that we can find our projector tasks. we don't have any other tasks showing at this point. So we are going to head back to our IGH, or it's going to hurt waypoint right there, 14.7 kilometers away. And then from that point, we will proceed to our next task. So let's go ahead and jump. That's our signal. We're going to select that. You can see here that our max jump distance is 2,000 kilometers. Let's jump. Okay, and now that we're back here, I can go ahead and get rid of that waypoint because we have one back at our hidden base, so we can use that. We can always jump back to the hidden base as we need to. And we're going to start heading to the factory for the projectors. We could jump, I guess, but I'm still a little hesitant to kill our batteries. But you know what, let's do this. We're going to do a jump, and we're going to do this. We're going to remove that waypoint, and we are going to do a jump of... Yeah, we'll do 5, that's fine. Now we are in motion. See, when we come out, we are still in motion, still going the same speed, we're still going in the same direction.
But that is pretty much going to take us to the end of this episode, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the channel. I hope you enjoyed the video, learned about the jump drives. Think of it like a warp drive from, you know, one of our favorite science fiction series. Also, found a hidden base. Looks like it's got a nice little habitat that could be used. We've got this new ship. We might be able to use this or maybe incorporate it into our current respawn pod. But for right now, we're just going to head to our next task, which is working on projectors. And I will see you next time. You guys, thank you so much. Remember, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. These Lost Moon scenarios should be coming out. These videos should be coming out every Wednesday is what I'm going to shoot for. And that way we'll have our Getting Started in Space Engineers 2023. Those go out on Monday. And then we'll have our Plausible Deniability series going out on Fridays. So that's the current plan. With any other videos, including the DIY videos, which I hope you guys take the time to check those out. Those will come out sporadically, not any kind of scheduled anything. It just depends on what we've got going and what we have available in the bank. Let's see. Ooh, combat. We are going to have a combat task. That'll be great. So you guys, thanks again for checking us out. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And have a great day.